Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing an alien activity video on the Alabama Metal Man from 1973. This is one of those controversial stories that many people claim is a hoax, but if the law enforcement officer is correct, it simply cannot be a hoax. It cannot be faked. Before I get into this, though, if you enjoy my content, it would really help me out if you could hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, share my content on all of your social media platforms, and post a comment or two. Remember, I welcome your comments, even if you disagree with me. And check me out over on Rumble for my political commentary and weekly current events. If you enjoy a good book, check out my author page on Amazon.com. My pen name is H.L. Anderson. You can find all of my books there, including the one pictured here, The House Off Farrago Road. It is a fun little story about a house in New Orleans where the monsters all hang out. It's just a fun story. It's got all kinds of mythological creatures in it. It's a Welsh gargoyle, a Russian sea devil that lives in the pond out back. It's got a sentient tree. The owner of the house is a descendant of Jenny Greenteeth, a river hag, so she's a witch. The protagonist is a skinwalker who is also a homicide detective. Yeah, it's just a fun story, and it's meant to be an enjoyable read. So there you go. I hope you get it. I hope you like it. All my stuff is there. If it's not this, maybe something else. All right, let's get into this. The Alabama Metal Man from 1973 at 10 p.m. on October 17th, 1973, Police Chief Jeff Greenhaw of Falkville, Alabama, received a phone call from a frantic caller claiming that a UFO had landed in a nearby field. Greenhaw was off duty, but he grabbed a camera and his revolver and he drove out to take a look. Now, he arrived at the field in question and began searching the area. There was no UFO. However, as he walked back to his car, he saw a being standing near the road. This being was 6 foot tall and covered in what appeared to be tin foil. It began to approach his car, and he noted that its movements were mechanical and jerky. Greenhaw shot 4 Polaroid pictures of the being and then reached in to turn on the headlights. This caused the being to take off running very, very fast. Greenhaw got into his car and set off in pursuit. The field had uneven ground. It wasn't a road go through the field. It was just an open field. So the chief couldn't get up to about 35 miles an hour. That's the best he could go. The being outran the car and began to outdistance him. Greenhaw was trying to catch him, and he went into a ditch, and the being disappeared into the trees. Now, Greenhaw reported the event, and the entire town turned against him. It literally wrecked his life, him reporting this. The town council fired him. His wife left him. His house burned down. All of his friends, according to him, stabbed him in the back. He slipped into a deep depression. He started drinking, and you can't blame the guy. His life was ruined because he reported what he saw. Now, through all of this, his story never changed. He maintained this is what happened, okay? And he's got the Polaroid pictures. Now, I've seen the pictures, and to be honest, they look crappy, fake. It looked like somebody wrapped tinfoil around a person. It does. They look bad. But here's the kicker. This whoever this was wrapped up in tinfoil outran a police car traveling at 35 miles an hour. You can't fake that. That is not faked. Okay. He outdistanced the police car traveling at 35 miles an hour. A man named Charlton Hall later published a book wherein he claimed to have perpetrated this hoax, along with many others. Now, first, in writing this book, this man admitted to interfering with a law enforcement officer and filing a false report, so he should have been prosecuted right off the bat. Second, how in the hell did Hall or any man outdistance a police vehicle driving at 35 miles an hour? The fastest man alive, if I recall, it's Usain Bolt. That dude tops out at 22 miles an hour. Okay? I mean, that's nowhere near 35. That's ridiculous. Even for short sprints, no, it ain't happening. Sorry. If Mr. Hall is correct about this, he needs to be in jail, and they need to get him into the Olympics because he can break the world land speed record for a human being. If he's not right, then the police officer chased somebody in a car who outran his car. Yeah, that it's one thing to say, yeah, I perpetrated that hoax. We were getting him with a good joke, ha ha ha. But no, that didn't happen. Sorry, that did not happen. The law enforcement officer saw something, and that didn't happen. Sorry, it was not a hoax. The laws of physics say it cannot be a hoax. Sorry. I hope this finds everybody well. If anybody else has more information, or if I'm getting something wrong, put that in the comments. Please, we'd all love to read them. I'm not perfect, I never claim to be, but please put it in the comments. I'm sure we'd all love to read it. You folks have a good one now. God bless one and all.